Greetings, family. How y'all doing? Okay. So here we are talking about Mother's Day. It's your girl Princess Makeda in the building. Alright, I wanted to talk about Mother's Day today. A couple days ago I recently posted up a video on my page from last year on my point of view of Mother's Day, and pretty much like just addressing why it's still celebrated, especially for those that know the true meaning behind these holidays and they know what they represent, they know what's done on these holidays. It's like, why do you still celebrate them? But let's get into it, right? I personally don't celebrate any type of holiday. I personally don't celebrate Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. Like, I celebrate no holiday, you know? And this is the reason why. I feel like honoring your mother should be done every day. When I get my affairs in order, I'll be up with you, babe. Okay, love, take your time. I'll be here whenever you're ready, boo. But yeah, you shouldn't wait once a year to celebrate your mom. It's like, why do we wait once a year to celebrate our parents? Why do we wait every Father's Day to gift our father and to tell our father how much we love and honor them and respect them and value them? Why do we wait once a year to tell our moms the same thing? Why do we wait until Valentine's Day to to really spend that much time with our love and our counterparts, to really buy them gifts and take them out and do all these nice things for them? Why do we wait mostly once a year for that? It's like, a lot of times you don't pour into your family, you don't pour into yourself, you don't pour into the people around you. Your mother, your father, your parents, you don't pour into your family as much as you do on holidays. It's like, you don't. It's just the truth. Y'all don't do this enough for yourselves. You don't do this on a regular basis. You wait once a year to really put your all into it. And it's like, that's the part that I don't understand. This is something that should be done every day. Hey, baby. It's something that should be done every single day. Alright, every day you should honor your mom. Every day you should honor your father. I don't call my mom and be like, Happy Mother's Day. No, as much as possible, when I speak to her, I let her know how much I value her, how much I respect her, how much I love her, how much I really truly value the teachings and the energy that she has poured and instilled in me as a child, and how much that has grown and molded me into the person that I am today. How grateful I am for the foundation that she has helped me build. I let her know that as much as possible. I'm not going to wait once a year to let her know that. No, that's an everyday thing. You feel me? My whole thing is that they should be treated just like every other day, because it is, and then there's a lot of spiritual leaders out here that come on here. They talk about these holidays. They talk about the energy harvesting. They talk about these secret societies, the Illuminati. They talk about these celebrities. They talk about all this other stuff that happens behind closed doors with these people. They talk about the truth behind holidays and what they actually truly represent. The energy harvesting, the sacrificing, the rituals that are done on these days. They talk about this stuff all the time, but then they turn around and still go celebrate these holidays. It's like, it's giving hypocritical, like you're a hypocrite, and that's just the truth. Because how you gonna preach about something, you feel me, how you gonna expose something, right, and talk about why we shouldn't participate in it, and talk about you being aware of it, but then you still turn around and participate in it? What part of that is you leading by example? How are we supposed to look to you for guidance? How are we supposed to look to you for guidance when you're still misleading yourself and you're not even practicing what you're preaching? You're not setting a good example for us. So it's like, that's what you feel me? And I know it's a lot of people took offense to that. And that's okay, because I'm going to speak my truth regardless to how he, she, or you feels. And that's just the truth. I was brought up and taught not to celebrate holidays. You feel me? You shouldn't wait once a year to celebrate yourself and to celebrate your family. You shouldn't wait once a year to pour into your counterpart, to pour into the love of your life. Alright? The thing is, you don't see family get together from all over the world. You don't see everybody's family get together as much as they do for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Every family member want to go down to celebrate their family on these holidays, but they don't really take the time to do this on a regular basis. They do this stuff once a year for real, once in a blue moon, and that's sad. That is sad as a people, that you wait for society's holiday to celebrate your family and to show love and honor and respect to yourself and different other people in your life. I think honestly that is sad, and I strongly feel like we shouldn't participate in that anymore. I feel like we should pour into ourselves. I feel like we should create our own holidays. Greetings, family. Greetings. Hey, Tyra. Hey, Magneto. I feel like we should create our own holidays. I feel like we should pour into ourselves. I like birthdays simply because that's the day that you got here. That's the day that you chose for you. You chose that day. That day represents a code. It represents a number. It represents an energy. It represents a true meaning. All right? It represents when you got here. That deserves to be celebrated because you're celebrating you. But don't let that be the only day of the year that you celebrate yourself. You should do that all the time. And you said, lucky for you, your upbringing. I'm still breaking generational curses, laughing out loud. And I agree. Same, fam, because my grandma still do it. My auntie, my cousins, they also celebrate this stuff, you know? But that's the thing. As another thing as well, too. We call ourselves generational curse. We seeing a change and making a difference. All right? We gotta stand up to these standards. If you call yourself a generational curse breaker, you gotta stand up to that title. All right? You gotta put in the work. That means that you're not gonna stand for the same bullshit that everybody after you and before you, that everybody before you stand for. It means that you're going to say no. It means that you're going to choose to make the difference. You're going to choose to make the change. But if you're going to keep on doing everything just like what your parents and your grandparents and your great-great-grandparents been doing, you're not any different than them. You're not really creating any change. You know? You're just creating a new cycle. You're creating the same cycle. You're allowing it to repeat itself. So if you hold yourself up to that standard, hey, hold yourself up there high, baby. And I mean that. Hold yourself up there high. Alright? Stand on that. Speak on that. You know? My thing is, we know better now. It's not like we don't know. The ones that don't know, I don't blame y'all. I ain't judging you because you don't know. Some of us just don't know. There was a time where I didn't know. You know? I didn't always remember what I remembered. You feel me? I wasn't always here, fam. No. I grew to the state that I'm at. You feel me? So, trust me, I understand. I ain't bashing no one. You feel me? If you're not there yet, fam. But there's a lot of us that do know. And that's who I'm speaking to. The ones that do know. Y'all know this. You know better. You know better, bro. You hear this shit all the time. You talk about it. You feel it. You feel me? You know it. So it's not like the awareness isn't there. A lot of us don't know, but a lot of us do know. And the ones that do know still partake in it. Still give their energy to it. It's like, I don't get that. That's you being a hypocrite. That's you not practicing what you're preaching. You know? It's like you know better, but you're not doing better for yourself. And then these are the same people that wonder, damn, why am I feel stuck? Why do I feel like I ain't as tapped in as I'm supposed to be? This is the reason why, because you still are partaking in the very things that are holding you back. And that's just the honest truth. And I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like to hear this, but it is what it is. You don't gotta wait once a year to celebrate your mom. You don't. You said, you're right, sis. We gotta lead by example and make the change. Grateful for you. Gratitude, sis. Yeah, facts. I agree. I've been on this journey a couple months ago, and I honor and celebrate myself and others with being subjected under these traditions without being subjected. Yeah, I feel you, sis. You're freezing, love. Is it better now? Can y'all hear me? Like, I hope it's better. My live had went out earlier. But yeah, like I was trying to make just a video on it, like post a TikTok video or like in a reel on it, but I don't have enough storage on my phone, so it keeps cutting off. But it's okay. I'm gonna have to go on my other phone to make that. But I wanted to do a live on this because I did say I was going to do a live on it. But yeah, I really need to express this. All right. Now let's talk about these holidays. On these holidays, notice that they wait a certain time of year. They land on a certain date. Those dates are numbers. Those numbers represents frequency. They represent energy. All right, and a lot of times the days that they choose to celebrate these holidays are the days that certain energies are very, very abundant and magnified and amplified on the planet. Okay, in the energy, they use numerology, y'all. Not just numerology, but they're working with magic that you don't even fully remember and understand it. And a lot of us know this too, you know. Now, for those of you that don't know, please take the time to open up your mind to different perspectives, to open up your mind to upgraded and elevated perspective. You got to allow yourself to upgrade and evolve. You got to allow yourself to be able to get change and grow. Because if you don't accept growth, or if you're not open to an elevated perspective, right? If you don't have an open mind and you're not able to receive, you feel me? You're pretty much blocking out many different truths and revelations that are trying to communicate and come to you, you know, and you're blocking yourself from growing and evolving in your own different way. So my whole thing is, as generational curse breakers, we know a lot of us, we feel alone in this because we're the only ones that know this truth, and nobody else wants to hear us, nobody else wants to listen to what we have to say, and nobody wants to acknowledge us. But that's the point of us doing what we do, because even when everyone else around us is against us, we still move in our truth and we still walk in our path. We need to stop making excuses, because a lot of the times the excuses that you're making are excuses of why you don't stand up for yourself, or you don't do what's right, because of you're worried about how everybody else is going to look at you, or what everybody else is going to say, or how it's going to affect everybody else, instead of working on you and you making the change for the future and the people around you. Because by you continuously to make that change, people begin to see that that path is walkable. And those that look, there's people that are always going to be against you, and that's okay. Let them be where they are. But you're also going to create a new path. You're also going to open up a new doors for those to come. You're going to bring back a choice. You're going to start breaking these traditional cycles. This been going on for eons. We've been celebrating holidays for literally years. We've been celebrating holidays for years. Our great-great-grandparents were celebrating holidays. And how has that contributed to any of our growth here as a people? How has it benefited us? I don't feel like it has at all. You feel me? My whole thing is, you gotta stop allowing people outside of you to pressure you into doing things differently than what you truly feel. Stand in your truth regardless. Alright, you gotta stand in what you truly feel. Because you out here people pleasing, ain't serving nobody. You're just hurting yourself more by not speaking up and standing up for yourself. What Chronic say? Well, me the only one with pants pan waist. Me nah follow nobody. Facts. When the whole Jamaica bleach them face, see some nah follow nobody. That's the thing. We gotta stop following everyone and set our own path. Set our own example. We gotta start leading ourselves. Stop looking to other people to lead you. Stop looking to these people with hundreds and thousands of followers to lead you, because they still learning just as much as we all are. Period, point blank. And most of the time, they can't really lead you in the right direction because their direction is different from you. A lot of people aren't going where you were going. So learn how to take advice from yourself first. And you have to be open to different perspectives, but learn how to think for yourself. Learn how to get in tune with your own intuition and your own discernment. Learn how to take what resonates and what doesn't. You really got to trust that. You really got to trust yourself. You really got to develop a connection with yourself. If something comes up to you, you got to upload. You need to sit with yourself a little bit to figure out what that means. Don't always look up a video or jump to this and jump to that outside of yourself for an answer, because you're never going to get the full truth behind of it. It's just the truth. And like I said, a lot of these people on the internet with these thousands of followers do not know what they're talking about. They get their information from other people. They sit here and take this and run with it. Literally, they just do the repeat after me. You feel me? It's a regurgitated cycle. The true guidance that you actually need, you're getting twisted guidance. You're getting guidance that is guiding you to somewhere that is not inside of you. Anyone that you listen to on the outside should be guiding you to go within yourself for answers. And they should just be sharing their answers that they found from within. All right, anyone. If they're teaching you something, that means they're teaching you something about yourself, and they want you to dive deeper into it so that you can remember and learn it for you. But if a person just wants you to continuously depend on you for knowledge and for where to tell you where you are in your journey, and to tell you if and who and how you made it, all right, and where you're at in your vibrational frequency, they not fully there yet either. You know, and that just means that they're still seeking guidance within themselves. You can't tell no one where they're at their journey if you're not paying attention to where you are at your own journey. You feel me? A lot of times people are just projecting. People are just speaking and repeating after what they heard. You feel me? A lot of these people are hypocrites. So don't trust just the followers and the fame and the spirituality title and the generational curse breaker title and the energy healer title. No, you gotta look past that. Is this person actually practicing what they preaching? Has this person grown over the time? Has their knowledge evolved? Has their wisdom evolved? All right? Have they been directing you to go within yourself? Has they actually been guiding you deeper within you? If the person ain't guiding you deeper within you, they ain't helping you for real. That means that they're guiding you outside of yourself. Or they guiding you towards something that ain't even really serving you a true beneficial purpose. A lot of the teachings out here are twisted. A lot of us don't know the full truth because the truth was tainted. It was taken out. From the books, we had true books with the true information, but that information was taken out and twisted. You feel me? That's what happened to a lot of these teachings. They were twisted and tainted. So a lot of these people that are giving you spirituality teachings and are trying to tell you the best way to evolve and all of that, especially when they're not directing you directly within yourself and telling you how to get there, they should be guiding you through the process of how to activate this for yourself, not the ones trying to do it for you. Pay attention to that. All right? You should just be getting guided throughout the process, because a lot of shit are tainted and twisted, and a lot of times they're teaching you to do things that are opposite to what you're actually trying to accomplish. So please stop going outside of yourself for guidance. All right, y'all be trusting these people with hundreds and thousands of followers more than you even trust yourself and your own information, because you never really sat down with yourself to see what it is that you can remember or bring to the forefront. And if you do, you don't do it enough. It's just the truth. All right, let the outside be confirmation, but not the first thing that you turn to. And you want to look into stuff before you just believe it. But my whole thing is, the first red flag is to pay attention to how this person is really guiding you. What guidance are they providing in your life? Are they guiding you within yourself, or are they guiding you outside of yourself? Do they want you to depend on them to do the work for you, or are they guiding you to do the work for yourself? Or are they helping you and expanding your perspective on deeper ways that you can work within yourself? Pay attention to that. All right? But the whole reason of why I don't celebrate any holidays is just strictly because these holidays are not what we think they are. And we shouldn't wait once a year to celebrate ourselves. Your mother, every single day. From the day that child was born into your life, you should always celebrate that. Every single day of your life, you should always celebrate that. You don't have to wait once a year. You should always show your mom love every single day. As much as possible, as much as you can. All right? So when the holidays come, it's not really that much big of a deal, because it's something that you do all the time. You feel me? It's something that you do on a regular basis. All right? Every time you see a woman with her children, every time you see a mother, you should tell her Happy Mother's Day. You're doing a beautiful job, Mom. Let her know that every single day. You don't gotta wait one day a year to recognize that, because when you do that, you're literally they use these holidays as energetic containers. All right, so think of these days as very, very abundant energies. Think of these days as battery systems, and the more people that pour in and generate and pour energy outside of themselves on that day, is the more that they take that free energy and use it against you. Literally. So that's my thing. All right, that's my point. I'm going to read your comments in just a little bit, y'all. But yeah, we got to start making the changes. You got to make the change. You got to get up and do what your mom and your great-grandma ain't willing to do. All right? Because that's why we here. If we don't do it, who going to do it? Are we going to depend on the generation after us to keep doing things for us? We keep depending on everybody outside of ourselves without realizing that we have the potential to do this stuff for ourselves. Create your own holidays. Bring your family together as much as possible, as much as you possibly can. All right? My whole thing is just don't wait on these days to celebrate them, because these days are literally containers to harvest your energy. Because nobody, I'm being so honest right now, you don't see people showing as much love to themselves and to other people, to their family, as much as they do on these holidays. You're pouring all that energy out. Pouring all that energy out. You feel me? Giving all that recognition out to you. You want to go celebrate yourself on a day that you didn't even create for you. On a day that is recognized by by pagans, by the government, by everyday society. Why? Because this is a tradition. Do y'all not realize these holidays are programs? And even if you don't realize, that's okay. But I'm going to let you know, these holidays, they're programs. We were programmed to celebrate these things. We were taught to celebrate these things. We didn't really have a choice growing up, because our parents were taking us to the functions anyway. Our grandma was inviting us anyway. You feel me? This is what most of us know. This is all a lot of us know. Greetings, Erica. This is all we know. A lot of us out here, this is all we know, because that's all that we've been taught. You feel me? You didn't really have much of a choice, because as a child, you were being brought into these things before you even fully understand what they meant and what they represented. And all you know, you feel me? That's why I don't blame anyone that don't know yet, because a lot of us, we don't know no better. This is all that we have been taught growing up. You feel me? We were programmed to celebrate holidays. You feel me? If our parents, I didn't even know what a holiday really was. You feel me? Until everybody else around me is indulging in it. That's the thing. And then you start feeling pressured because everybody else around you is celebrating it, and they asking you why you're not celebrating it. You feel me? You start to feel pressured, you know, because everybody doing it but not you. And then you start to buckle and you start to get bullied. You feel me? People start to shame you, start to judge you, start to tell you that pretty much what's the word that I want to use? Shame you. People want to discourage you, but they want to make fun of you because of your beliefs and that they don't believe what you believe in, right? And just for you being different, just for you choosing a different path, you'll be mocked for it. You'll be hated for it. You don't let the world validate you. You validate the world, because you know that you're valid. So you don't need anyone outside of you to tell you that you're valid. That's just a bonus. Alright? So stand up for yourselves and put yourself first if you really want to start seeing change. If you want to see your life change, if you're tired to see the way that things are in life, you gotta get up. You gotta take a stand. You gotta make a change. You gotta make a difference. Even when everybody else around you is scared to and discourages you to. Alright? Because if somebody don't do it, it's never gonna get done. Literally. So, yeah. Like, come on, man. Don't let them harvest your energy. You harvest your own energy. You expand and build up your own energy. Because every time you pour into you, every time you honor and acknowledge you, is the more that you grow, is the more that you evolve, is the more that you prosper. Alright? You don't need society to take... My internet went out. But yeah, I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that I'm great. To tell me that I'm beautiful, that I'm successful. Alright? To tell me that my business is valid and my business will be successful. I don't need no piece of paper to validate me or my existence in this world. I don't. And my mom discouraging me. She's like, okay, do what you want to do, but you know, her opinion is that she wants me to go back and finish. And so does my grandma. She thinks I'm making a huge mistake, but it's not about them. My life is not about them. My journey is different than theirs. I'm meant to walk a different path, and I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, I gotta do what everybody else ain't doing. You feel me? Because that's just my destiny. That's just my path. This is what I'm supposed to do. School ain't for me. It doesn't feel for me. It's not teaching me anything for real. I've learned more a year by myself not going to school than I was going to school. Plus, I'm feeling drained You gotta stay up on spiritual hygiene way more than necessary. That's not natural for me. I don't need to be in a closed out building. You feel me? We can't even open the fucking windows. They won't even let you go outside at fucking school. So I gotta spend 7 hours in a fucking locked up closed ass building painted with white and blue walls. You feel me? With black and blue walls, where the black is literally symbolizing blockages within your expression. That's really what happens at school. You feel me? Like, I see the color magic. I see the bullshit. Y'all teaching me that water is not a living organism. Man, why do I want to stay in this shit? You feel me? Then they teaching me history. 1999, Christopher Columbus. Why the fuck do I need to know that? How is that benefiting my growth? Y'all been teaching our great-great-grandparents this shit. And ain't shit changed. Why are we learning about things that happened 200 years ago? Why are we learning about things that happened 20, 40, 80 years ago? Like, why the fuck do I care about what my city used to look like? Like, that shit don't matter, bro. We here right now. How is that benefiting our growth? Why we keep learning about the past? How can we better the future? You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, I'm not sitting in this shit. Hey, this is not benefiting me, bro. If I was to go back to school, I would be doing it to please my mom and my grandparents and my dad. I don't give a fuck about that. You feel me? I don't care about that. It's not about pleasing y'all. It's about doing it for me, because I wasn't even feeling comfortable in that school building. That's not what I wanted to do. That shit was stressful. That shit was annoying. That shit was draining. I didn't want to be there. You feel me? Me being there, I was myself, though. That last year that I died, I was forced back in there. My mom re-signed me back up into school. I told her I didn't want to go back. She didn't give me a choice. So apparently I had to go back. And I just led by example. I made sure that I was dressing like myself. I made sure that I stayed my authentic self. You feel me? I didn't have to wear Jordans to be accepted, and hoodie and jean skirts to be accepted with my big hoop earrings. No. I made that my style if I wanted to. If I want to dress like that, I dress like that on some days. But I know how I like to show up. And I stayed authentic in that this time. Before, when I used to go to school, I was people pleasing. I started dressing like everybody else, trying to fit in with everybody else, start smoking woods like everybody else, you feel me? To be accepted. But nah, that shit wasn't serving me any purpose. I lost myself going to school. I lost myself being in America, going to school. And living in the household that I was living in, because of my grandma. Her children weren't no example for us. They were older, but they weren't an example for us. And there weren't really many people out there. We're like the only ones that's doing what we're doing. The only ones that are vegan, that dress the way we dress, that walk the way we walk, that talk the way we talk. You feel me? And so you start to feel like something's wrong with you. They start to bully you, right? Well, I never really got bullied that much in school. Well, in high school. But yeah. Well, in my lower years, yeah, when I was like 7th grade, 8th grade, yeah. You feel me? You start feeling peer pressure to fit in. But that shit wasn't serving me. I started trying to people please, and I lost myself in that shit. You feel me? I forgot who I really was and the way that I really like to show up for myself. No. So it took me to lose myself to find myself again. But that's why I left school. You feel me? I was in 11th grade. What really pissed me off is I had my last year of school. You feel me? I was in 10th grade at the time. I did my work or whatever. I was in 11th grade. And the thing is, we didn't have our computers. The internet wasn't working on our computers, you feel me? So we didn't really have any, it was online school at the time. They had shut down school. Yeah, they had shut down the school inside the building. So we were homeschooling, but we didn't have any internet. So we couldn't really do the work on the computers, you feel me? I said, fuck this shit. I ain't doing this no more, you feel me? We couldn't even do anything. I went back to school. I was supposed to be doing my last year of school. When my mom signed me back up, I thought I was in 12th grade and I was about to finish because I did my work last year, apparently. You feel me? And I'm assuming because it was their fault that they didn't provide us with the right internet. Yeah. And all of a sudden, now, I got to repeat the 11th grade. No, fuck that. I ain't doing this again. You feel me? No, I don't, no. I'm not finna, y'all not finna take another 2 years of my life. Hell no. So I left. You feel me? I have one more year to do. I left in 11th grade. I just stopped going back. And I'm not going back. This is the boundary that I set for myself. Because it's not contributing or helping me grow in any type of way. They teaching me bullshit in there. I'm gonna be honest. Like, literally, you're running off AC, fam. The whole building is locked up. There's not 1 inch of fresh air in that damn building because you can't open up a blood clot window. They won't even let you go outside, bro. That's how fucked up it is in there. Literally. And y'all want me to sit in there? I'm a nature baby. I'm outside every day, especially because I didn't like the house that I lived in. I was outside every day, 4 to 7 hours of sunlight every single day. You feel me? So how you gonna tell me that I can't? I'm stuck in this school for 7 hours. I gotta wake up at crack of dawn, be at school for 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. I don't leave until 2:30, and I can't get no inch of sun. Like, I can't even go outside. I used to have to sneak out to go outside at school, bro. That's how terrible that shit is. You feel me? And that's supposed to be benefiting me, bro. Like, there are so many cons where I'm not really learning anything in that building. So I left, and I don't care what anyone says. I'm dropped out. I dropped out, and I'm not going back because I don't need any of that shit to be successful. My business has been growing, and I know my business can be 10 times more successful without a diploma or without society's approval, because I don't need society. I don't need the government to be successful, because the government runs off of me and my energy. You feel me? I contribute to keep this shit running. So why would I keep putting my energy into it if that ain't even benefiting me in any type of way? It's benefiting them by keeping me in that same cycle they have been keeping my ancestors in for years. That goes for holidays, school, traditions, all that shit. Take a look at your traditions. Half of them shits ain't even right. Them shits are twisted. Who are you worshiping? Who are you praising? Like, what are you doing? It's a lot of traditions to go to church, but what are you doing when you go to church? You feel me? You giving all your energy and your praises and your power to a man that you've never met before, and you have never gave yourself that same praise a day in your life. That's my point right there. Nah, I ain't participating in that shit. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to be just as successful and even more successful without society, without their recognition, and without their approval. Because I am Princess Makeda. Can't nobody tell me shit about who I am. What? Or what I bring to the forefront. Like, I validate myself. I take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So if it doesn't resonate with me, it doesn't resonate with me, and I don't have to accept it. People be trying to pressure you into accepting their perception of you and who they feel that you are and what they feel that you're supposed to do with your life. This is my life. You lived your life. That's your decision. I don't want to do that for me, and that's okay. I don't have to do what I don't feel is right for me. Let your life be your life, and my life be my life. Stop trying to force me into making the same decisions that you've made. The fuck? That's your life. You live your life. You be who you are. I'm gonna do me. You can give me your opinion. I will choose if I want to take your advice or not. I will accept it, but that I'm not going to choose to actually take that or not unless it resonates with me. If it doesn't resonate with me, it doesn't resonate with me. I'm always going to respect you and your decision and the way that you chose to live your life, because that was your purpose. So I'm going to respect you always for that, as much as I'm going to respect your opinion and your advice. But that does not mean I have to take it. Period. Because I don't need anyone's validation to approve me. Okay, I came out the coochie alone. Okay? So everything outside of me is a lesson. Everything outside of me is a sign. It's a form of a message. And I learned from it all. You feel me? But I'm never going to allow anything outside of me to dictate me, to dictate my life and who I am. People undermine me because of this vessel, because of my age. You feel me? They undermine me all the time because I'm small and I'm skinny. Yeah, and I'm little, and I'm 19. I literally just made 19 last month. So I was literally an 18-year-old because I'm still in my teens. Oh, your knowledge ain't this and that. You feel me? I get undermined all the time. Oh, you don't have enough experience. Bruh. I've taught you shit that you've never heard in this lifetime. Let's just be real here. And I'm like, and I don't even want to go there because I really don't want to be egotistical. But technically, bro, I'm here to help you get out of the shit that you've been in for a long ass time. You feel me? I actually remember experiences beyond just here in my lifetime here, family. That's what a lot of us are still working towards, you know? So they be undermining me, but not really understanding the true essence that I hold and with the purpose of me actually being here. I was brought here to activate the wisdom in my blood, in my people, to activate the wisdom within their bloodline, to help reawaken their genetic code, to help them remember who they are and their true potential. That's why I'm here. You feel me? That is why I am here. So I know my purpose. I don't need someone to tell me what my purpose is. And I know I have even a deeper purpose that I'm still learning to understand and accomplish. But yeah, I don't want to hear nothing but no experience, fam. Because you've been here for 50, 60, You feel me? My grandma was what, 50 something? She been here for 50 years. Y'all been here for 40, 60 something years. And still doing the same shit that your grandparents been doing. Congratulations to my mom, because she's actually breaking a cycle and doing things a bit differently. And so is my grandma in certain ways, but they still apply by society's rules and patriarchy. Like that's crap. I ain't doing that. You feel me? But yeah, I used to hate it a lot because I get undermined a lot, y'all. People be looking at me and they undermine me because I'm in this little body. But they don't understand that I'm not this body. This body is just a piece of me. I'm the essence that flows throughout this body. And there's so much more about me that people don't recognize or know. There's so much about me that I don't fully remember or recognize yet. If y'all really understood how Asian and how old I am, y'all wouldn't tell me anything about experience. And you would not undermine my age because you would understand who I truly am. Babies are not babies. They're grown people in tiny bodies. They're ancient spirits. Millions and trillions of years old. But y'all undermined us because we came after you guys in this physical vessel. Y'all undermine us because we in smaller bodies. And because we don't have as much programmed experience as y'all. So y'all teach us to feel shattered and to suppress ourselves because what we feel isn't right or isn't accepted by society. Man, fuck society. The fuck? This is what we feel. And we want to express that regardless because obviously we're here for a reason. So we matter just as much as everyone else. And if we don't want to do the same shit that everybody else been doing, we don't have to. And that's okay. But y'all not going to tell us that we're not worthy. We're not worthy to be heard. We're not worthy to speak. We're not worthy to be felt. Y'all not going to tell us that what we say don't matter. What we feel don't matter. And what our decisions, what we choose don't matter in this world. Y'all not going to tell us that what we want to do can't be done. And expect us to just suck that shit up and abide by rules like y'all been doing for the past 18-something hundred years. Hell nah. We done with that shit. I ain't doing that shit with y'all. Not my children. Not me. No. And not the others like me. Because we not like y'all. We here to help y'all niggas. And if you don't, it's fine. You feel me? And you don't have to do what society wants you to do to be accepted or to be loved or to be valued. Put your opinion first. You matter first. Everything else come after. Everything else. What matters is you and how you feel. And you express that. Even if it's different from everybody else. It's okay because you are different. You're unique. You're divine. And you're special just like everyone around you is. Everything is special. And you matter just as much as everything and everyone else around you does. So if you want to do something different, you can. If you want to create change, you can. If you don't want to follow society, you don't have to. If you want to create your own path and do what you feel, even if it's different from everyone else that came before you, and even if everyone else discourages you, you can do it. You got to trust in yourself. Because if you keep trusting everybody else before you and you keep making decisions for everybody else and how they feel, you're going to keep living for everybody else, but you're never going to be living for you. So my question to you is, when are you going to put yourself first? My question to you is, when are you going to accept your greatness? When are you going to remember who you truly are? When are you going to stop allowing people and society and all these program-ass individuals that are so-called older than you to control your life? When are you gonna stop that shit? You came out the coochie alone. Those people didn't come out with you. Which means that the guidance comes from you first. Looking outside of yourself for guidance, fam. The most authentic, purest, and truest guidance that you will ever find is within you. It's from you. It's that voice in your head. It's those visions that you see. It's that energy that you feel. It's those emotions that you feel. It's the things that point out to you. It's the resonance that you feel when you talk to other people. When you see things around you. That's your guidance. Your guidance is what resonates. Your guidance is what you feel. Your guidance comes from within first. And it projects itself outside of your reality in different forms to bring further awareness to certain things, to help guide you and help navigate you throughout this physical journey, throughout this physical path. But depend on yourself and make the change. Celebrate yourself every day because you're just as great. Create your holidays because you are a God, you are a creator. And your holiday matters just as much as any patriarchal holiday, just as much as any paganized holiday. Alright? So, this is my testimony. This is me standing in my truth. You feel me? And regardless how anybody feels about it, I can care less. Oh. Because I know that I have a mission here. And it's going to be different than other people's. And everybody's not going to agree with it. And that's okay with me. I'm not meant to please anyone. I'm not here to please y'all. I'm here to set an example that haven't really been seen as much here in hundreds of years. I'm here to help others remember as I'm helping myself remember. And I'm here to lead myself into ascension while helping and assisting others, leading themselves into ascension. That's all. I'm just here to guide you throughout the process, family. But you doing this yourself. I ain't doing it for you. Alright? I love y'all. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. But I really hope that this was inspiring, some sort of beneficial to you guys. But I really just had to speak my truth on how I feel. Because this shit been going on for too long. It's been going on for too long. We matter. You feel me? You don't gotta do the same thing that everybody else is doing. Hey, if you young like me and you don't want to go back to school, hey, don't go back. You don't have to. I didn't. If you don't want to celebrate holidays, you don't have to. I didn't. If you don't want to eat meat no more, if you wanna go vegan and take care of your body, hey, I've been doing it. I've been vegan my entire life. Hey, it's possible, family. I'm walking that path right now. It's walkable, family. I'm walking it right now. I'm telling you. It gets a little rough sometimes, but you gotta go through the rough before it gets better. Things get worse before it gets better. You gotta push through, family. We're strong. We're for this. It's not gonna be easy for us because it's different from what everyone else and what society really wants us to do. And so our life is gonna be. We were actually brought down here to live a happy life. We're supposed to live an abundant life. We're supposed to be beautiful. We're supposed to have fun here. But society didn't want that. Society wants us to live by its agenda, by their rules. They want us to do the things that they want us to do, to live the life that they orchestrated for us. They want us to go by and celebrate and live life and support ourselves. They want us to live how they want us to live. They don't want us to live how we want to live. Source wanted us to live how we want to live while having fun for it. Source wanted us to be on this mission. But to have fun being on this mission, because this mission is something that we volunteered. It's something that we still find love and joy in. But no, society didn't want us to focus on that mission. So society created its own mission for us. And anyone that doesn't go by that mission, they make it difficult for you. They make it not accepted in their world that they created for us. And they didn't even tell us that we have the ability to create our own world and our own potential. Society didn't tell us that we are just as great and we can create our own change, that we can walk our own paths. Hey girl, hey Kiki. Society didn't tell us that. Society didn't tell us that we don't have to die and go through the same process that we've been going through down here. Society didn't tell us that. You know why society didn't tell us that? Because they wanted you to forget who you are, your potential, and why you're truly here. And they want you to abide by their agenda and to do what they want you to do. And they want you to live by their reason for you being here. But yeah, the truth about Mother's Day simply is, we shouldn't wait once a year for this. I don't celebrate holidays. They're paganized holidays. where they harvest our energy and they do all types of messed up, crazy ass shit on these days, and they take advantage of all the abundant energy that we pour into ourselves, and that we pour out, not even into ourselves, that we pour outside of ourselves. Yes, I'm going to post the live, so Kiki, you can always go back and rewatch it from the very beginning. You don't have to listen to the whole thing, but I spoke about it a lot in the beginning. But yeah, my point was just that we should do this every day. We need to honor our parents. We need to honor our mother, our father. We need to honor ourselves, all right? Support your couples every single day. We don't got to wait till Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas to celebrate our family or to come together as a collective. Like, we don't have to wait for that. We could do this on our own. We could create our own holidays. We can become our own people. We can live our own lives. You feel me? Don't wait until their day for you to do it. Because like I said, society structures a life that they want us to live. But we need to start creating our own life. It's not even as innocent as it looks. Because there's a whole agenda behind of it. And that's the fucked up part. Because we don't do this. We don't do what we do for ourselves and our families on holidays as much as we do for ourselves and our families on a regular basis. And that's sad. That is sad. You don't see the family come together as much as they do unless it's someone's birthday or unless it's Thanksgiving or Christmas. And that's sad. We need to celebrate ourselves more. We need to create our own holidays. We need to start making our own change. Alright? But I'm about to end this because I've been on here for a minute. I'm going to hop back on and do some readings for y'all later. I love y'all. Peace, oneness. Hey girl. Peace, love, and oneness. My phone on 5%, so I'm going to charge it. But y'all be great. Y'all continue to be good. Y'all continue to be in the beautiful, supreme, divine, amazing beings that you are. All right? I hope that this topic resonated with you guys. You said question real quick? Yeah, what's up? Let me answer your question. Yeah, if anybody have questions, let me answer them real quick. And I'm going to post this up so y'all could watch it. I'm going to post it on my YouTube so y'all could watch it there too. But yeah. Speaking my truth. This is how I feel. And it matters. And you matter too. I just want you to know that you matter. Alright? This is what I got for y'all. What's your question, love? My phone's on 5%, so let me know real quick. How do we celebrate holidays for ourselves? Celebrating ourselves more. So, hey Kaya, hey girl. I'm about to hit you up. Okay, so how you create holidays for yourself? Choose a day that means something to you. Choose a number that you like, a number that means the most to you. You feel me? Work with the days, work with the date. What's your YouTube, love? Go to the link in my bio. The link in my bio, my YouTube is up there. It's Princess Makeda. I'm wearing a pink dress, so you'll see me. Go to the link in my bio. You can subscribe there. My name is Princess Makeda with a crown, a pink dress. All right, I had long locks at the time, so yeah. But I was talking about Mother's Day and the truth behind of it and why we shouldn't celebrate holidays, why we should start pouring into ourselves. So creating your whole holidays could just simply look like, hey, you're getting up and celebrating yourself on a regular basis, you know? A lot of days mean something special to us. So, for instance, choose a day that was very significant for you. Choose a day that really helps you to grow, that benefits you a lot. A day that you were surprised or something that really, really means a lot to you. It could be a day that you seen a butterfly or a day that you visited a beautiful place, right? You celebrate that day because that day represents something for you. As simple as you just creating a holiday for yourself. Your birthday is on the 14th. So my birthday is on the 14th, so the 14th of every month is a holiday for me. And that's the day that I celebrate my existence. That's the day that I celebrate my value and my worth, you know? And I do that for myself as much as possible. You create your holidays. Every day should be a holiday. So every day that you can, you get up and you do something nice for yourself. You buy yourself flowers. You buy yourself gifts. All right? Any day that you can, you support your mom. You buy her something. You tell her how much you love her. You pour into her. So you do everything that you would do on a holiday for yourself any other day. And as much as possible. All right? So I hope that benefited to you. But you be creative with the way that you want to create your holiday. You be creative with the way that you celebrate yourself. Because ain't nobody going to create you. Ain't nobody going to celebrate you the way that you going to celebrate you. Period. And ain't nobody going to create a holiday the way that you create it. So do this for you, and you create your own ways of doing it and have fun with it, because that's what life is all about. All right, but we need to start pouring into ourselves. We need to start trusting our own journeys. ways to improve shadow work. I'm going to do a live on shadow work, so y'all stay tuned for that. All right. Shadow work, you want to look at the parts of yourself that are suppressed. So the shadow is only the shadow because it's suppressed. It's repressed. All right. So look at the parts of yourself that you're suppressing. Go back and dive deeper into the parts of yourself that you held back. You as a child, the things that you wanted to say that you held back. The times you wanted to cry but you didn't cry. Right. Times that you didn't speak up for yourself. All right. Everything that you regret. All right. The things that you have been suppressing. Those are the things that you want to go back and see. There'll be certain experiences, different traumatic experiences that we went through. I went through sexual abuse and trauma. That's something I didn't want to revisit or accept, so I just pushed it down and ignored it and keep on carrying on with my life like it didn't exist. But that shit haunted me. So what you have to do is you got to go back to those traumas, relive those experiences, come to peace with them, accept them, allow yourself to express yourself, allow yourself to cry, to scream, whatever it is that you feel. You got to allow yourself to express yourself and stop suppressing it. Stop suppressing how you truly feel about things. All right. The shadows are the suppressed aspects of yourself. So go back to the different aspects of yourself that you've been suppressing throughout the different years of your life. And a lot of this stuff, like I said, really stems from primary school. It stems from childhood. It stems from your teenage years. So you got to go back to all those different experiences. You got to go back to those different versions of yourself and cry and feel, release all that pain that you've been storing. Take the time to recognize it, to accept it, to feel it. All right, so that you can release it and let it go, because the only way out is through. If you want to go through that door, if you want to move past this, you have to feel through it. All right, you have to move through it. So that's my suggestion for doing shadow work. That's how you start. You got to start identifying, pay attention to the parts of yourself that you suppress, identify the things that you hold back, the painful things that you didn't want to accept, all the stuff that you've held back, all the stuff that you've held in deeply. There's stuff that you've been holding in that you forgot about, that you buried so deep inside of you that you literally forgot about it. Go back to those things. Go back to the things that have hurted you the most. Go back to the times where you really, really wanted to say something, where you really, really wanted to express something, but you held back, and express it. Let it go. Cry. Feel. All right? And you want to tell that shadow, hug that shadow, and tell that shadow that it's loved, that it's accepted, and that it's valued, and that it deserves to be heard and expressed. It deserves to express itself just like any other aspect of yourself. And you want to go into meditation, you want to visualize, you want to hug yourself, you want to talk to yourself. All right? Love on yourself. Be the person that you always wanted affection and guidance from. Be the love, be the nurturing that you never really had. Give that same energy to yourself, because I'm telling you, once you start to allow your shadows to express themselves, once you start to allow them to feel recognized and feel loved and feel valued, there will no longer be shadows. The shadows is only the shadow because it's suppressed. And the longer that you hold those things in, is the more heavier that it becomes for you. All right? The more heavier that it becomes, and it's the more that it holds you back. It's hard to go back to those traumas, but you gotta, if you want to change, you have to go through it. You gotta feel through it. You can't keep holding it in. The more that you ignore it and the more that you hold it in, is you're hurting yourself more by doing that. It's the more that you hurt yourself. So it's either you heal from it and you accept it to where you come at peace with it, because you realize that it was a lesson and it came into your life for a reason. It was meant to help you grow and change. It was meant to help you become the person that you were today. Come to acceptance to it. Love it. Because that version of yourself wants you with love. It just wants to feel respected. We all make mistakes, but you gotta cherish that. All right, pour into yourself and accept it. Accept it. Come to peace with those things. Come to terms with them so that they don't bother you anymore. They only bother you because you keep ignoring them, and they want to come up. They want to come out. They want to be felt. They want to be heard. They want to be recognized, but you keep ignoring it, so it keeps coming up. All right, that's what makes it harder. You're hurting yourself even more. It's like a stab wound, and every time you don't fix it, it keeps getting infected, and every time you hit it, it keeps hurting and hurting and hurting more, because you won't take the time to heal from it so that it doesn't bother you, so that it doesn't hurt anymore. Okay? The shadow is only the shadow because it's repressed. Shout out to Renee, because that's where I got that from, and she is so right. The minute that you stop suppressing yourself is the lighter that you become. The more that you release the heaviness that you've been feeling, the more lighter that you become. And your shadows, you will no longer have shadows because you not express yourself. Just don't hold back. Just speak up. Be confident. Be expressive. Because every time that you don't, you're creating a shadow and you're holding yourself back. All right? You're creating a heavier, denser version of yourself, which is literally triggering you, and it's literally triggering you and holding you back from growing and evolving. All right? It's weighing you down. It just wants to be free. It doesn't want to be heavy. It just wants to be free and accepted and felt and be out in the open just like every other part of yourself. You guys boast about your all the good things that you go through, but you got to talk about the bad things too, because they contributed to who you are. All right? And the more that you do that, you're going to see the more lighter, the more beautiful, and the more better that you feel throughout each and every aspect of your life. You will no longer have shadows because you now express them. They're no longer suppressed anymore. So there will no longer be a weight on your shoulders. There will be something that you're proud of. That'd be something that you respect and understand. But my phone's gonna die, y'all, so I'm gonna hop off here. All right. DM me any questions that y'all have. I'll be on for another live soon, so y'all stay tuned.